Hello, I'm Tiara Zapata. In this presentation, I'll be sharing the story of Dr. Robert V. Guthrie, a psychologist who exposed racism within the foundations of psychology. What inspires me the most is how he became an investigator, asking tough questions, uncovering silences, and forcing psychology to reckon with its past. Dr. Robert Guthrie was born in the 1930s in segregated Kentucky during the Jim Crow era. He grew up using separate water fountains, attending separate schools, and being excluded from public spaces. He later recalled that what stood out most were the rare moments of kindness because discrimination was so constant. At the same time, mainstream psychologists were promoting racist theories that claimed Black people were less intelligent. These ideas were reinforced by biased IQ tests and eugenics, and they were used to justify the very systems Guthrie was living under. That contradiction became his first clue. The science that claimed to be neutral was actually supporting racism. Despite the barriers, Guthrie earned his PhD in psychology, served in the Army, and taught at several universities. In 1968, he co founded the Association of Black Psychologists to challenge exclusion in the field and support Black professionals. In 1969, Guthrie read an APA article that stated, "Little is known about the Negro psychologist." That sentence became a turning point. How could psychology, a field that claims to study all human behavior, forget so many people? Guthrie began collecting evidence. He spent 6 years researching and in 1976 published Even the Rat Was White, a groundbreaking book that uncovered the erased history of 21 black psychologists, including figures like Francis Sumner and Herman Kennedy, who had made major contributions but were left out of textbooks. The title itself was a critique of the field's racial bias. Even lab animals were white, both literally and symbolically. The book revealed how psychology has supported racism through biased testing, eugenics, and so-called objective research that reinforced white supremacy. But Guthrie didn't just critique, he recovered. He brought forward the names and stories of psychologists who had been overlooked. By the 2000s, his book became foundational. It was used in classrooms nationwide and helped reshape how psychology was taught, with greater attention to race, culture, and identity. Finally, in 2021, the APA issued a formal apology for its role in promoting racism and exclusion. Guthrie's decades of work helped pave the way for that moment, proving how powerful scholarship can be in moving a system towards accountability. Learning about Dr. Guthrie changed how I see psychology. I used to think it was just about behavior and mental health, but he showed me that psychology also has a history, and that history hasn't been fair to everyone. His work made me realize that it's not enough to ask what we're learning, we also have to ask what's missing and who's missing. Guthrie didn't just study the field, he challenged it. And because of him, I feel more responsible as a student to look deeper, question what's considered normal, and think about how we can make this field more honest and inclusive. That is the kind of psychologist I want to become. These are the works cited. Thank you.